In the untouched depths of Southeast Asia's ancient rainforests, where time moves differently and life thrives in whispers, there exists a creature so small, so secretive, that few have ever witnessed its solitary journey. This is the world of the lesser mouse deer, a living relic of evolution, surviving alone in a realm of giants. Weighing barely 2 kilograms and standing no taller than a ruler, the lesser mouse deer, Tragulus conchil, is the smallest hoofed mammal on Earth. Unlike its distant deer cousins, it does not roam in herds. It does not trumpet or bleat. It exists in near complete silence, a ghost of the forest floor. Solitude is its survival strategy. Without the protection of a herd, it relies on stealth, moving in short, cautious bursts, freezing at the slightest disturbance. Even its name is misleading, though called a deer. It is neither mouse nor true deer, but a living fossil from a lineage older than the jungles themselves. Its diet is as varied as the forest provides. Fallen fruits, young leaves, seeds, and even the occasional fungus. Farmers near forest edges sometimes glimpse it stealing into gardens, sampling sweet potatoes or bean sprouts, but it vanishes before blame can be placed. But when the rains fade and the jungle withers under the sun, the mouse deer's struggle intensifies. Water becomes a pilgrimage. It must venture to dwindling streams where predators lie in wait. Every sip is a gamble with life. In this world, danger wears many faces. A python's scales whisper against bark. A raptor's shadow darkens the ground. For the mouse deer, survival is a dance of paranoia and precision. When flight is the only option, it explodes into motion, a blur of brown zigzagging through roots and ferns until the threat fades. Yet this tiny recluse is no passive victim of the forest. It is an unwitting gardener. The seeds it consumes are scattered far from parent trees, wrapped in fertile dung. Over centuries, its foraging habits have shaped the very jungle that shelters it, a silent partnership older than human memory. But the forests are receding, logging roads carve through its world. Palm plantations spread like wounds, and with them come snares, set not for the mouse deer, but for larger game. Yet it is the tiny, innocent bystander that chokes in the wires. Conservationists race to document its habits before it vanishes into myth. Protected reserves offer hope, but the mouse deer does not thrive in cages. It is a creature of shadows and solitude. Its survival tied to the wildness we are erasing. Perhaps the mouse deer's greatest lesson is this, that in a world of noise and hunger, there is still room for the small, the quiet, the alone. To lose it would be to lose a piece of the forest's soul, a whisper we never knew we needed until it's gone. In the dying light of the rainforest, every shadow could be salvation or death. Here, where the trees wear beards of moss and the earth smells of decay, the northern red muntjac walks a razor's edge, a master of survival in a world where hunger and hunters stalk in equal measure. The northern red muntjac, Muntjac vaginalis, is no larger than a medium-sized dog, but in these woods, size is no protection. Its russet coat, dappled with sunlight, melts into the shadows. Its hooves, sharp as carving knives, leave barely a trace on the damp earth. This is an animal built for invisibility. Every meal is a calculated risk. The forest floor offers ferns, fallen fruit, even fungi, but to eat is to lower one's guard. This muntjac knows the stories whispered in the leaves, the cousin taken by a leopard while nibbling ficus fruit, the sibling that paused too long at a salt lick and met a poacher's snare. In these forests, death comes in many forms. The python that strikes from above, the dhole pack that flushes prey toward cliffs, but the most dangerous predator walks on two legs and carries steel. For the muntjac, the 21st century has brought new terrors. Bushmeat markets in Vientiane, trophy hunters from Hanoi, traditional medicine shops in Guangzhou that pay top dollar for deer velvet, even if it comes from the wrong species. Yet life persists. This mother has survived 3 dry seasons, a veteran of near misses. She teaches her fawn to eat the bitter melastoma leaves that others avoid, to drink from streams where the water flows fastest and carries no scent, to bed down in thickets so dense even monsoons cannot penetrate. Her greatest lesson? Trust nothing. Not the rustling bamboo, not the empty trail, not even the silence. How much longer can this dance continue? As Laos's forests shrink by the hour, the muntjac's world becomes a shrinking island. Yet still it watches. Still it waits. Still, it reminds us that wilderness is not just a place, but a heartbeat in the dark. The world is still asleep when I arrive at Buri National Park in Prachuap Khiri Khan Province, Thailand. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and wild grass, a lingering gift from last night's rain. The sky is a canvas of deep indigo, slowly softening into hues of lavender and gold as the sun prepares to rise. I am here for one reason, to witness one of Thailand's most magnificent wildlife spectacles, wild gaurs, Indian bison, grazing in the open grasslands at the edge of the rainforest-clad mountains. The gaur, Bos gaurus, Southeast Asia's largest bovine, is a creature of sheer power and majesty. Standing up to 2.2 meters, 7.2 feet tall at the shoulder, and weighing as much as 1,500 kilograms, 3,300 pounds, these dark-coated giants move with surprising grace. Their muscular bodies, crowned with sweeping horns, are built for survival in the wild. Buri is one of the best places in Thailand to see them. Unlike in dense jungles where they remain hidden, here they emerge at dawn and dusk to feed on the nutrient-rich grasses near the forest mountain fringe. As the first rays of sunlight pierce the horizon, the grasslands come alive. A soft mist lingers over the terrain, swirling around the scattered shrubs and termite mounds. My guide, a local ranger with years of tracking experience, points toward a distant movement. shadows emerging from the forest. One by one, the gaurs step into the open. A massive bull leads the way, his deep-set eyes scanning for danger. Behind him, a small herd follows, females and juveniles, their coats glistening with morning dew. They move cautiously, but purposefully, their powerful jaws tearing at the fresh blades of grass. Buri's landscape is a perfect mosaic of grasslands, dry evergreen forests, and mountainous terrain. This unique combination creates an ideal habitat not just for gaurs, but also for elephants, deer, leopards, and countless bird species. The park's management practices play a crucial role in maintaining this balance. Controlled burns prevent forest overgrowth, ensuring the grasslands remain open, a vital factor for grazing animals. Waterholes are strategically placed, especially in the dry season, to sustain wildlife. While gaurs dominate the scene, they're not alone. A rustle in the undergrowth signals the presence of other creatures. A sambar deer watches nervously from a distance. A peacock fans its iridescent feathers, its call echoing across the plains. The ranger whispers, "Look there, a leopard's track." The gaurs, though massive, are not invincible. Big cats occasionally target calves or weak individuals. The herd remains alert, their ears twitching at every sound. Despite being a protected area, Buri faces challenges. Habitat fragmentation, illegal poaching, and human-wildlife conflict threaten its delicate balance. Nearby villages sometimes report crop raids by elephants or gaurs, leading to tensions. Yet, ecotourism has become a beacon of hope. Responsible wildlife tours generate income for local communities, incentivizing conservation. Rangers and researchers work tirelessly to monitor populations, ensuring these giants continue to roam free. By mid-morning, the gaurs begin retreating into the forest shadows, seeking shelter from the rising heat. The grasslands, now bathed in golden light, seem quieter. Only the chirping of birds and the occasional rustle of leaves break the silence. As I pack my camera, I feel a deep sense of gratitude. Witnessing these creatures in their natural habitat is a rare privilege, a reminder of the wild's enduring beauty. Buri is more than just a national park. It's a sanctuary of life, a place where nature's rhythms continue undisturbed. The gaurs, with their quiet strength, symbolize the resilience of Thailand's wilderness. But their future depends on us. Sustainable tourism anti-poaching efforts, and habitat preservation are key to ensuring that future generations can also stand in awe at the sight of these magnificent beasts grazing at dawn. As I drive away, the mist has lifted and the mountains stand tall against the blue sky. Somewhere in those forests, the gaurs rest, waiting for another twilight feast. And I know I will return. The first light of dawn creeps over Huay Ka Kang Wildlife Sanctuary, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Southeast Asia's last great wildernesses. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of wet earth and dew-laden grass. Somewhere in the vast expanse of this untouched forest, a herd of wild banteng, Bos javanicus, begins its morning ritual, a slow, deliberate feast on the lush greenery that carpets the sanctuary's open meadows. The banteng is one of the most striking yet least known wild bovines in Asia. Smaller than a gaur but more agile, it possesses a sleek chestnut-brown coat in females and young males that darkens to near black in mature bulls, with distinctive white stockings and rump patches. Their curved horns, present in both sexes, add to their regal appearance. Once widespread across Southeast Asia, banteng populations have dwindled due to habitat loss, hunting, and hybridization with domestic cattle. Huay Ka Kang remains one of their last strongholds, a sanctuary where they can still roam freely. As the sun rises, the banteng emerge from the forest edge, their muscular frames moving gracefully through the tall grass. A dominant bull stands guard, his dark coat gleaming in the golden light, while the rest of the herd, females and younger males, lower their heads to graze. Their eating is methodical, almost meditative. Strong jaws tear at the tender shoots, their tails flicking lazily at the occasional fly. The grass here is rich, nourished by seasonal rains and the fertile soil of the sanctuary. For the banteng, this is not just food, it is survival, tradition, and the simple joy of existence in the wild. Banteng are social animals, living in small herds led by an experienced female. Males may form bachelor groups or roam alone, only joining during the mating season. Watching them interact is fascinating. The matriarch keeps a watchful eye, pausing occasionally to scan for danger. Young calves stay close to their mothers, mimicking their grazing but still nursing occasionally. A young bull tests his strength, mock charging a rival. Though no real conflict erupts, this is just practice for future dominance battles. Their communication is subtle, soft grunts, ear flicks, and body postures that maintain harmony within the group. Waikakaung is not just a home for banteng, it is part of the Western Forest Complex, the largest intact forest tract in mainland Southeast Asia. This sanctuary shelters Asian elephants. Their deep rumbles sometimes echo through the trees. Tigers. The banteng's greatest natural predator, though encounters are rare. Dhole, wild dogs. Fierce pack hunters that occasionally target young or weak banteng, sambar deer, muntjac, and green pea fowl. All part of this thriving ecosystem. The sanctuary's mosaic of dry evergreen forest, grasslands, and seasonal wetlands creates the perfect habitat for grazing animals like the banteng. Despite the sanctuary's protection, banteng face serious threats. Poaching, though illegal, hunting for meat and trophies still occurs. Habitat encroachment, deforestation, and agricultural expansion press against the sanctuary's borders. Disease from domestic cattle, stray livestock can transmit deadly illnesses to wild banteng. Conservation efforts, including anti-poaching patrols, habitat restoration, and genetic studies, are crucial to ensuring their survival. As the morning progresses, the banteng grow more relaxed. Some lie down to chew cud, their eyes half closed in contentment. A great hornbill flies overhead, its wings beating heavily, adding to the sense of timeless wilderness. I watch in silence, knowing that such scenes are becoming increasingly rare. The banteng, once abundant across Asia, now cling to existence in a few protected pockets like this one. Waikakaung is more than just a wildlife sanctuary. It is a living museum of evolution, a place where nature still operates as it has for millennia. The banteng, grazing peacefully under the morning sun, are a testament to what we stand to lose if conservation fails. Support ecotourism, responsible visits, fund ranger patrols in local communities. Advocate for stronger protections, ensuring buffer zones remain free from deforestation. Spread awareness. Many people don't even know banteng exist. Their story needs to be told. As I leave the sanctuary, the banteng fade back into the forest, their morning feast complete. But their presence lingers in my mind, a reminder of the wild's quiet, enduring beauty.